Bruce Rivers, he's the criminal lawyer. Who is he? Bruce Rivers, he's the criminal lawyer. And who is he? Bruce Rivers, he's the criminal lawyer. And what he do? And he's gonna react to all the self-snitching.
Hi, this is Bruce Rivers. Welcome to another episode of Criminal Lawyer Reacts. I'm Bruce Rivers, board-certified criminal defense lawyer. We are reacting to the gift that keeps on giving, Andrew Tate. We've come into a lot of these messages who are actually the full transcript and not just an excerpt. But before we get to that, this is brought to you by eSign.com. eSign.com. eSign.com is an effective way to remotely sign documents and execute your business so you don't have any interruptions in your operations. For example, let's say you're trying to flee a sex trafficker and you want to write a book now because what you said was true and you want to prove your case. Well, you've got a publisher, but you have no way to sign it because you're in London and they're in the United States. So what do? You log on to the app, you get 3 free signatures a month, and you have the publisher send you the contract with the e-sign on it, and no interruption in business, right? But you can do it for anything, for power of attorney, for a bill of sale, for a rental agreement, for anything you want to use it for. I use eSign.com. You should too. Now, let's talk about the messages that these girls. We'll scroll some of these up so you can kind of see what we're talking about here. If we make them believe we're in love, they will not either suspect us of leaving whatsoever. So the first thing is they're going to deceive them that they're in love because they are trying to leave. They will believe we are coming back, or at least try to come back, that we are obsessed with them. Yeah, I told you, like I was saying, a nice message that we are hurt or shit like that, and that we do love them, but just don't like the situation. So they would not think that we're really against them. So they're having to survive, right? And it's totally opposite of what we talked about earlier, and what Andrew Tate's fans, or not fans, but his cronies are saying. So they will not think that we are really against them, you know? Yeah, that's smart. Play the victim. I mean, but we are. But like, yeah, we act like we still love them and stuff. Haha. I mean, we are. Wait, what? But maybe I will just tell them, like I take the day off and just take the day off so I don't have to play. Yeah, we didn't decide on that. Here's the thing. This is what you call, I'm going to play a couple videos for you of Andrew Tate. His thing is all about manipulation, control, deception, making the girls believe that you love them. Listen to this.
You will fucking, at some point in your future of webcamming, go on a date with a girl who's you can tell is a complete whore. And you're going to be lazy. Because I've done it myself, and I thought, this girl's fucking slow. And just before you even bang her, you just say, look, have you ever tried webcam? Because you're busy. You want her to work. You don't care about anything else. You have enough sex at home. It's not about sex, now it's about money. And you get lazy and and even though she's the biggest hoe in the world, she starts coming at you with some virtue bullshit. I would never do that. Hey, you're fucking horrible, you're disgusting. And then she'll run off and fuck some other guy she meets first night. These girls are that stupid that they think it's okay to go fuck a guy they barely know, but it's wrong to show their tits for money, because girls are that dumb. So don't do that. You have to fuck the girls first. Fuck them first. So your bottom bitch has to know you're gonna be out there fucking hoes.
Control them with sex first.
Know it. So look, we're gonna run this business together. We're gonna grow this business together. Right now, you're on camera and you're doing really good. In a year from now, or 2 years from now, I don't want you on camera. I want you typing and the other girls on.
Which isn't true. Because if you don't want her on camera, guess what? You lose your revenue stream, right?
Let her sit there. Yeah, career, selling a dream, career progression. All the shit they do in normal jobs to keep the fucking person slaving away. Eventually you're gonna...
What's the operative word here? Slaving away. Those aren't my words.
Here, we're gonna own this. You're gonna make this much. Blah, blah, blah. But the only way we can do that is if we go have all these threesomes with all these girls, because these girls have to work for us, and they're not gonna work if they don't love me, because they're gonna run off. So the only way
So he's worried about running off. Huh.
You, as a team, are going to be rich people is if we go get a bunch of girls to suck my dick together. Do you agree? And if you do that right, she'll sit there.
He is such a fucking scumbag. The only way this is gonna work is if you get two other guys to suck my dick. Give me a break. So that was one I wanted to show you. The other thing is, let's see. So let's just watch this video about Vivian, and we'll talk about it on the other side.
At it where I've had girls who say, oh, I know you're with Vivian. I know you've been with her a long time. I don't mind. I'll stay out tonight. You two stay alone. All that shit. But it never lasts long. Because the ones who are really in love with you won't do that. You actually have to downplay your relationship with the girl of 6 years. Relationship with the girl of 6 years. 6 years. And I only get away with that because the girl of 6 years plays along. So Vivian's been with me 6 years.
So he's been with Vivian for 6 years, right?
Completely head over heels in love with me. She wants kids with me, everything. And we met and we felt whatever, we're in love. But when a new girl comes, she'll go, oh yeah, I started off working for him and it's just how it worked out.
So Vivian's in on the con, right? And so if you're being deceived, even in the love arena, in order to get you to sex traffic, in order to get you to do the webcam business, it's part of the forced fraud or coercion.
Super downplay us. When I bring on new girls, I usually pair them with Vivian. Because Vivian's younger. Melissa's like 28, Vivian's like 21.
Vivian's 21. And at this point, he's been a girlfriend for 6 years. So you do the math. It means that they met when she was 15 years old.
Fun, more outgoing. Melissa's really quite, not in a bad way, she's more homey, boring, sits at home. So if you're going to pair a girl with a girl, it's much easier if the girl's fun. So a description of your relationship process with Vivian. So yeah, that's how it started. I met Vivian in Slovakia. We had a long-term relationship thing. I was living in England. It's a really long story. I don't want to tell you the whole story. I moved her to England to be with me to start doing my webcam company, which I started. If you don't have a webcam company, you need to look into it, because as soon as you have a couple girls in love with you, it's the fucking easiest money in the world. No, I take that back. It's not easy money. You got to build it up. But once you get girls built up, then it's free money. Like every other business, you got to build it up. But I decided I want to start a webcam business. Vivian's beautiful. I said, look, stop being a waitress. Come here, live with me. She came. Everything was fine for a couple of weeks. Melissa obviously lived in England. They didn't know about each other. They found out. They tried to have a big argument with me. I did exactly as I said, downplayed it, didn't give a shit. Everyone moved in together. Everyone started doing webcam. I was making loads of money. Then we agreed to the split like we said. And that's basically been it. Since then, new girls have come along. Vivian understands that I'm fucking these hoes, but I don't care about these hoes.
So the manipulation involves Vivian. Aside from Andrew Tate's ultra masculinity, let's just call it that, because I think it's just sick, to be honest with you, he has a penchant for younger girls.
When you run game like me and meet the women who I meet beautiful virgins. I'll do 2 or 3 virgins a year. A virgin when you're an ice cold player. There is a tactic.
When we look at what they're doing, they're on this media blitz. They've hired this human rights lawyer. They've come out with these tweets that are very selective in the text logs that they've shown, and it's pretty clear that these two girls are trying to get out of the situation and having to act while they're in the situation. And then from what you've seen with Vivian is clearly in on the trafficking. If you remember Jeffrey Epstein, it's really similar to what Ghislaine Maxwell was doing. Because, the girls feel comfortable around other girls, right? And it doesn't seem as threatening. We're going to post this. This was originally, we got this from the CRAM and a couple other places. But look what they're doing. I mean, mostly Eastern European young women who don't have anything and glob onto what they believe is opportunity are used and abused and served like hell. And I know you guys get out of this guy's psyche. He's got absolutely nothing for you. Now, here's the thing. Am I biased against him? I kind of am, and I'm going to tell you that straight away. But for anybody to say they don't have anything against them, they don't have anything, they do. They have a treasure trove. They have a lot. And these girls, I mean, what you saw posted by one of Andrew Tate's cronies was cut and paste job, and it was just to try to make a public relations campaign. I'm going to show you one more thing. I think it's just absolutely hilarious. This is a little video we came across. In fact, I was on this guy's show last week. But this is Andrew Tate's lawyer talking about the Matrix.
When your client was arrested, he said very enigmatically, the Matrix has sent their agents to get me. The Matrix has...
See, he fucking laughed because it's bullshit. The Matrix? You know why? Because there ain't no Matrix. There is, I mean, it's a way to really deflect from your own responsibility of what's going on. You know, because you got a lot of followers, right? You got a lot of guys, you know, who's sitting there with Hustler University or Hustler Worldwide, wherever the fuck he calls it now, sitting in their mother's basement eating Cheetos and staining their underpants, jerking off to this guy. Here's the thing. There is no Matrix. And even his lawyer thinks it's stupid.
To me. Can you explain what he means by that?
I also don't know. I heard the story of Matrix, but I don't know. I have a serious profession and I didn't ask my client about this Matrix story because I think that is about something on media platforms or internet platforms. Well, and I don't know about this story with my...
Your Honor, we would like to file a motion and have the Matrix barred from this courtroom. What would they do? There's no fucking Matrix.
He thinks there is a global system that includes big tech and governments and so on that is trying to control and inhibit the way pretty much everyone lives, and that he has been targeted by them. Some people might even call it the deep state, if you like. He has been targeted by them because he is trying to emancipate.
Give me a fucking break. You know, all he's doing is taking your money and manipulating you. And it's ridiculous.
As his lawyer?
I don't believe that. And I think that if...
Okay, Matrix guys, and I know you're out there, and I'm sure probably going to get all these bot messages. There's like 4,500 bot messages that just went out not that long ago. His own lawyer doesn't believe there's a fucking Matrix. Okay? His own lawyer.
Talking about my client beliefs, you should ask him at the proper time about this matter.
That's something you don't do. You don't say, you know, go talk to my client. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
This matter, it doesn't have to do anything with my activity as lawyer.
Well, this has just been our little reaction to some of the blowback that we're getting from the incels who think that they have no evidence against Andrew Tate, and it's all the Matrix out to get him. There is no Matrix. There is evidence. He's got all kinds of criminal problems that are going to surface, and they're going to surface hard. He's already in jail. So, and I stand by my earlier position that he should be entitled to bail, and he should definitely not be incarcerated if he's not charged. So, this is Bruce Rivers. I'm a criminal defense lawyer, and I love what I do, and I love hearing from you guys. We'll see you next time here at Criminal Lawyer Reacts. Make sure you subscribe, follow us on Instagram, follow us on Twitter, sign up for Patreon, and we'll see you next time here on Criminal Lawyer Reacts.
Bruce Rivers just broke down your case. He know all the charges that you about to face. You ain't coming home till 2058. That self-snitching gon' get you put away. Bruce Rivers just broke down your case. He know all the charges that you about to face. You ain't coming home till 2058. That self-snitching gon' get you put away.
23-hour lockdown, police is at my God.